This segment will familiarize you with the safety, operation, and maintenance of your new Agri-Fab 175-pound toe spiker spreader. Refer to the instruction label on the materials packaging and also the instruction decal on your spreader to help determine the proper spreader setting and application rate. Also refer to the settings chart shown on the screen for a general range of settings for commonly used materials. Loosen the knob and adjust the flow control gauge to the recommended setting, and then retighten the knob. Determine the approximate square footage of the area to be covered and estimate the amount of product required. Now move the unit into the area of application. Make sure the flow control arm is in the off position and then fill the hopper while breaking up any lumps. Next, lower the aerator spikes into the operating position. Then, start the spreader in motion and then pull the flow control arm forward to the on position as you travel across your lawn. Recommended operating speed is 3 miles per hour. Do not make any sharp turns with the spikes in the ground. Make sure to raise the aerator spikes to the transport position when crossing over concrete or other hard surfaces. Do not aerate if the ground is extremely hard or dry. If the ground is too dry, sprinkle or water for 1 or 2 hours prior to use. Do not aerate if the ground is too wet or muddy. Always move the flow control arm to off to prevent the excessive release of fertilizer when stopping, turning, or filling the spreader. To help prevent compacting or clogging when using granular material, avoid unnecessary towing while the hopper is filled. Reduce the flow settings for speeds below 3 miles per hour and increase the settings for higher speeds. To avoid misses or striping, overlap the previous pass slightly. Spread width is approximately 40 inches. For easiest application, first apply material across both ends of the area. 2 or 3 passes on each end are sufficient. Then apply material back and forth, using the ends as an area to turn around. Shut off the spreader as you enter the end areas and turn it back on as you leave the end areas. If the lawn is an odd shape, spread a border around the edges first and then spread between the borders. Use caution when spreading near ornamental plants, as weed control chemicals can damage them. The spike points are sharp. Exercise caution when working with hands near spike discs. A few simple maintenance tips will keep your spreader seeder operating smoothly for years to come. Make sure to check nuts and bolts for tightness before each use. Always empty the hopper after each use, storing leftover material in its original packaging. Wash and dry the unit thoroughly after each use. Apply a light coat of oil on exposed metal parts to help prevent rust. Apply a few drops of oil to the wheels, spike disc bearings, ends of aerator shafts, and the end of the hopper shaft at least once a year. Clean and oil the drive chain once a year.